How long have you been legally blind?
9.5 years because I can't see.
Right.
And I didn't drink it away, and I didn't, spend it on something stupid. But I did pay way too much rent for too long.
So it's all about the rent. It's just too much to afford.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. You know what? I was having trouble getting out of the place. It was just, I kept paying it because I couldn't get out. And these people were like totally strict on getting out on time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, I don't know for sure, but if you'd have probably been over 30 minutes late, they'd have wanted you to pay for another day.
Wow.
Serious.
That's
Not even
really
that.
strict.
Probably like 20 minutes late.
Yeah.
They don't. Other people, a lot of times, when they pull, say, and do, they cost you money. But they don't realize it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay. Like, something happened today.
Okay.
I'll give you an example.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was at Donna Maria's. It's a Mexican restaurant on Las Vegas Boulevard.
Okay.
It's right up from Charleston. Okay. Yesterday I called a taxi cab because, believe me, a taxi cab ain't near as much as the room rent I was paying each day.
Right.
Okay? You can take a taxi somewhere not too far anyway, and it wouldn't even come close to the kind of room rent I was paying.
Okay.
Okay. 3 times I called a taxi cab yesterday in the evening, and nobody showed up. Okay, so what the cook goes in and calls the police on me. When all he had to do was tell me I had to move, and I would have just pulled the stuff out to the sidewalk
Right.
and moved.
Mm-hmm.
All right? He didn't need to call the police.
Right.
Okay, well, the cops show up. Okay? They call a cab. They call Lucky Cab. Okay? First, you're wanting to know if I got money. I said, well, of course. I don't take a taxi cab without money. You don't ride taxi cabs free.
No.
And then they're saying, okay, well, what's your name? And they take my name down. Okay.
Right.
Well, we're there an hour and a half, and no cab ever shows up. With the cops.
Okay.
So I says to the cops, it'd be cheaper for you to just put my crap in the car and take me to here and pay you.
Right.
And so at first they weren't going to do that, but when the taxi cabs, when they called back on the taxi cab, they never showed up. So they called back and they still didn't show up. Well, one thing I don't do to taxi cabs, but the cop did it, I didn't, is if they call me and don't show up, if I'm not going to take them, I usually call them back and tell them cancel the ride.
Right.
Because I don't want to make it a drive there for nothing.
Right.
So I said something like that to the cop, and the cop says, I don't have time to mess with that. They were kind of pissed off about him not showing up.
Right.
Okay? And I don't blame him, but that's not my fault.
It's not yours. Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't call the cab company back and tell them. Okay, so there's 2 policemen, 2 cars, so they throw my stuff in 2 cars in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
And they bring me here. And he goes in and asks the guy, inside, because I had mid-morning lunch here. I bought me I just love them, a double bacon Western cheeseburger.
Hell yeah.
Oh, they're delicious. You ever had one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, double bacon Western cheeseburger and a cup of coffee. Well, anyway, I get out of the police car. Well, he went in and asked him if it was okay if I put my stuff here, and went in and got something to eat. And they told him, yeah, it was okay. So, one of the policemen says, here's $20. Now, I don't know if somebody gave him the 20, or it was his 20, or why, or the other cop gave him 20, or why.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, well, okay, just give me the 20. Because I was going to give him something for bringing me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, just give me the 20, and I was going to go in, get 2 5s and a 10,
Mm-hmm.
keep 10 for myself, and then give each cop $5.
Okay.
And he said, well, no, I'll just buy you something to eat. And then he was going to keep the change.
Right.
And I said, no, I want to buy my own food. And I said, well, you know, just give me the 20 and I'll keep 10 to eat on and give you 10.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he didn't want to do it. Once he got the money, it was like, you could tell, I mean, with the way he was talking, he wanted to keep most of it.
Right.
Well, I didn't want to argue with him over it, okay? Because I don't know where the 20 came from. I can't see. I don't know if somebody walked up and gave it to him, or the other cop gave it to him, or I don't think it was his.
Mm-hmm.
I think either the other cop gave it to him or somebody walked up and gave it to him. You know, for giving me the ride.
Right.
I don't know, but I didn't want to argue with him over it because they were kind of peeved. They were kind of peeved about all the time they spent, them not showing up and everything.
Right.
So when he wouldn't give me the 20 and he didn't want me to go in and get 10, give them 10, and I didn't take the food from him, I said, okay, just keep it, because I could tell he really didn't want me to have all of the 20.
I got you. Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I was trying to negotiate and yet be nice with him. I mean, because I don't know where the 20 came from. I don't know if it's his or somebody else gave it to him or the other cop gave it to him or what. But I don't think it was his. But anyway, all I'm saying is what he wanted to do was buy me something to eat and keep the change, which would have been probably a lot more. So rather than argue with him and everything, I said, well, just keep it and both of you eat lunch on it. I didn't say just him,
Mm-hmm.
because each cop hauled 2 pieces of luggage each.
Right. Fair.
And I said, just keep the 20 and both of you have lunch on it. Now, it's not because I am rich and could afford it, but I really, they did have trouble. But I have trouble too. That's my problem. But, see, let me explain something to you. If you can get a taxi cab when you're supposed to get one, I don't mean every day, but like every 3rd day or something,
Mm-hmm.
to keep people off your back or the cops off your back or whatever, okay? You're not going to spend near as much as a hotel room is.
That's interesting.
Huh?
I said that's interesting.
Well, if you go somewhere and you spend $20 or 18 or 16 every 3rd day, it certainly didn't cost you $55 to $85 or $65 to $85 for a room.
So you just go from one spot to the other every few days?
Well, maybe every 3rd day.
And that keeps
Can't really afford it every 2 days, but every 3rd day.
And that keeps people from that keeps people from making you leave, you know, kind of
Well, it
keeps
kind of keeps people off your back. I mean, changing areas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I had a lot of trouble down there. I was I'd just be sitting here like I am now, and I don't know, like every hour and a half or 2 or 3 hours, paramedics, policemen, firemen, paramedics, firemen. I mean, goddamn, I can't go through this all day long. You
That's
know?
true, yeah.
And all I'm doing is sitting somewhere. I'm not asking people for anything.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate it if they give me something or buy me something, but I don't ask people for anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyway.